What up?
You know?
It's just telling me that my browser ain't doing so hot, but you know.
No.
But so how we doing today, Ty?
We're doing good. It's good Monday. Oh, move my mic over. Jeez. We're doing good. It's good Monday. You know, no news in Niner land, but no news is good news. So we'll take
That's
it.
exactly that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, you know, but then again, it's like there's a couple no rush situations, like Trent Williams. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they just got to figure something out there.
They're
And
working out the math and doing that stuff.
the
Yeah.
whole other situation that is also no rush. I mean, I wouldn't be in a rush. But that's just me.
There's none. Yeah.
Um,
No need to be in a rush, right?
exactly.
Like they're working it out. They're still, as much as people want to say, oh, we're so far into the off season, why hasn't something happened? It's still very young in the off season, right? Like there's still a lot of off season yet to go, so there's
Hmm.
no rush to just do everything right now.
I mean, that's the interesting part right now is the top 30 visits. Like wide receivers Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper
Hmm.
Jr., and Casey Concepcion. I say it all fancy, like I know it's Casey
Yeah,
Conception,
I like
like
the way you put the little accent on there, Concepcion.
they also did Jordan Hudson, another wide receiver. Romello Height, edge, Texas Tech.
Hmm.
And Travis Burke, offensive tackle, Memphis.
Alrighty.
That's actually an interesting. The Travis Burke one, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what. Like, have I even heard of this guy?
I
I
know I haven't.
mean, I've been doing a lot of research into prospects.
Yeah.
I'm always into it. The draft show and everything. It causes me to do a lot of research.
Yep. Yep.
Guys I
You
like,
normally
guys I
do.
don't like, and I don't know
Yeah.
Travis Burke.
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna have to watch some tape.
Yeah.
But
Look them up.
that's exactly it. Everyone else I know, yeah, it's all reported. It's just those six guys right now. That's interesting. More will come as they go, of
Yeah.
course. Ooh, Burke, 6'8" and 3/4, 325 pounds. Right tackle?
He's a big one, but right tackle is
Right
kind
tackle.
of not what we need right now. But
I mean, they're
could use
thinking
an
about
upgrade. But
doing what I wanted to do with McKivitz last season and kick the guy inside the guard.
maybe. But
I
even
mean,
so, like,
honestly, he struggles with speed rushers.
yes, we know that's his Achilles heel. Indeed.
And playing on the inside, he's not going to have to deal with that much.
Nope. But
So
but you got Pooney there
you do.
at
Well,
right guard. So
Pooney was a left tackle in college.
yeah,
So I get the feeling he could swing over to that left guard spot, no problem.
yeah. He's so good and versatile that you wouldn't see a change, right? You can
I
see
really
that
don't
from
think so.
him. So we know that left guard is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
That
We
could
did
be
sign
something.
Robert Jones.
We did.
He was the starter on the Dolphins last year.
Yep.
We
And as
signed
we know,
him.
they run our system. They run the Shanahan
Mm-hmm.
system. So has familiarity there. So he's a prospect.
I mean, it's all interesting. I think that guy we signed, what's his name? Tooth?
Yeah.
Tooth?
Yeah. Tooth or Toth, something like that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call him Tooth. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
But we signed him, but he's never really been a starter in the league. So that's more or less like a depth or what can the guy do type of acquisition.
Yeah, exactly. He might just be a camp body. You never know.
Vernon Lowe, that guy has started in the league. He's going to be our swing tackle at the least. We know that. We re-signed Nick Zakel.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much Ben Barch and Spencer Burford are no longer with us.
Yeah, they're gone.
Matt Hennessy left the chat too, unfortunately.
Yep.
That was,
we were all cheering for Matt Hennessy, especially when he got in there and played. He looked good.
He did.
But they went back to the old well. So
Well, and it's like who's going to be our backup center? We got the Nuge, Drake Nugent.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's been practice squad guy for 2 years, so it's like
Exactly. But
it's
even so, you need a good backup center, as we saw last season. Like Bad Hennessy went in and played great, so he was invaluable in that role. And with Brendel's age and now starting to have an injury here and there, you never know.
and like the older Brendel gets, it's not like he's going to get
Yeah,
all of a sudden more athletic and
right.
stronger and
Bigger and stronger.
This ain't gonna happen. Like
nah, it doesn't work that way.
he's not 18, he's like 33, I think.
Exactly. He'll be
I'd have to
33
look it
going
up
on
to be
34.
accurate.
Yeah.
But I mean that's like, and the whole interesting move thing, like we haven't done a top 30 visit with one of these, offensive linemen, but I think the Niners have actually like had not official meetings with offensive linemen, right? Which
Really?
that's actually what I'm searching for right now. Oh,
I'm sure they have. They had to. Had to be some official meetings with a few. They normally do their homework on those guys.
I mean, there's all kinds of links. There's a link to Caleb Proctor. What? Caleb Proctor? Like,
yeah,
that's an offensive tackle right there.
Yeah, I've seen mock drafts with his name being, selected for us at 27.
I mean, I like Lomo from Utah. That may be some bias going on. That's my college team.
I've seen his name mentioned also. Well, mocked us, I should say.
I just don't know if he's going to last till 27.
Mm-hmm.
That's. And PFF has him marked like somewhere in the mid 30s, but NFL teams value that position higher than his ranking.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me think he's not going to be there.
If teams need a tackle, they will grab him. And I've been looking at mocks because they just come up on TV, right? And I've seen him. Some people have said he'll last until we get him, but I've seen him go as high as 10th. Like it's all over the place where he could go. So you never know.
That's actually interesting. So, I mean, I'm just saying that's interesting because so they've met with the safety Michael Taffy, who I've done some research on. I think I like him. I like him. They've met with Xavier Harris, the defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. It's kind of a run stopper, which we already have some guys for that.
Yeah.
They met with a linebacker, Bryce Botcher out of Oregon, which they're always up in Oregon. Our scouts are always there.
Yeah.
A corner, Dalen Everett from Georgia. An edge, Malik Sila from Texas A&M. I don't know the guy. I'm going to have to do some research. Going to have to catch up here. But another defensive tackle, Landon Robinson from Navy.
Oh, really?
That would be like a 4th round pick, late 4th round pick, right?
Yeah.
A center, Nick Dawkins from Penn State.
Oh, check that out. A center, an actual center.
Wow. This
now,
guy
different.
is just listed as offensive line. Austin Lewisa from BYU. And he was all right. Not, But 4 corners. So they're heavily looking at corner here. But Aiden Garnes from Arizona, Rashid Battle from Pittsburgh, Michael Dansby from Arizona, and Nazar Barrows from Toledo. Huh. It keeps going. These are all like meetings that unofficial, not top 30, just meetings, folks.
Yeah.
But Mason Woods from Kent State, the linebacker. An edge, Chris Trinidad from Old Dominion. Another wide receiver, Camden Brown from Georgia Southern, which that's kind of a school I don't hear much of.
Yeah.
A defensive tackle from Kansas, Tommy Dunn. Wonder if Dominique Pooney had anything to do with that. An edge, like I had problems blocking this guy. Maybe that's what he told him.
Yeah.
But Nathan Voorhees from Ball State, another edge, left guard center.
Huh.
So like this guy kind of reminds me of that one guy we had. Oh, what's his name? He's on Daniel Brunskill, but Fenton Bros from Delaware, and he does remind me of Daniel Brunskill. I've watched a little bit of tape on him. And a kicker, Latham Merjone, which I don't think that's gonna come into fruition whatsoever.
Nah.
Let's be honest here, right? Like
exactly. You know what? They do scout these guys in case of injury. That's one thing they do.
And it's just like, I mean, undrafted free agency too. Like I always look at the draft like this year I'm big on just don't pick a wide receiver or running back. Just don't. Like don't like pick a player that's actually going to play, okay?
Yeah.
Like sign veterans for those positions. There you go, Shanahan. You have a veteran. You happy?
Yeah.
You know, and let's pick trenches. You know, offensive line, defense. You know, the defense rookies will play. We've seen that rookies are going to play.
Yeah.
Offense, it's like some things have to fall into their favor for them to get on the field. You know, like, or if you're a first round pick, even a second round pick, you will see action, you know, but all you other guys, you're delegated to the back of the bus. Okay.
Yep. That's basically what happens.
That is what happens. That's why I'm like, don't take a wide receiver or running back at all. Just hit everything.
Don't get injured because we may never see you again.
Exactly.
You're in Kyle's doghouse and you're just gone forever.
That's right. Like Jordan Watkins, Jacob Cowan. I saw them on milk cartons last year, folks.
Exactly.
Like,
hell, look at Isaac Rendo.
Oh, man.
Just gone.
Dude, that guy, he actually looked good in the time he got.
Yeah.
You know, like, he had some mistakes. He's a rookie. You know, it'll happen. But he started getting better as he played. And it's like, then all of a sudden, CMC back, they trade for Brian Robinson, and who's Isaac Garendo?
Yeah. Well, even before then, remember, CMC came back, and then they had to go back to
Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason and Garendo. Mason got injured. Then Garendo got injured, and you never heard from Garendo after that. It was like he just disappeared. He's on the roster, but
it's like, man, I mean, and he's such a great athlete. It's like, you know, even a third down back catching balls out of the backfield, you know, a gadget guy.
Yep.
Like, imagine him doing all those Debo runs. Like,
exactly. Which he's built to do. It's speed to do it and everything. Oh, Kyle.
Uh-oh. Who are these guys talking about? I'd rather stay with AC in his contract. Who's AC?
Who's AC?
We're gonna be like,
I haven't even looked at the chat. My fault, chat.
I know. I'm just starting to look at the chat. We got like Daniel Barry in here.
Mm-hmm.
What is up, buddy?
Happy Jason's Monday. In the house. Bebop's in the house.
There it goes. It's starting to work now.
There you go.
The Nuge. That's right. The Nuge. Well, yep. They did meet with a few at the Senior Bowl, too. Yep. Senior Bowl, the Combine, they had some off-the-books meetings. Ooh, Hanson and Lou. Yep, that's right. Dexter Lawrence is asking for. Isn't that a Seahawks? That'd be a Seahawks problem.
No, from the Giants.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Demarcus Lawrence is on the Seahawks.
Marcus.
My
Yeah,
bad. My
exactly.
bad.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
D. Lawrence. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
over
Yeah.
both names, folks.
Yep. I hear you. But yeah, he asked for a trade, so that's interesting.
He would be, but yeah, exactly what Captain's saying is he's 30
Yep.
and his contract is like 29
Yeah.
million. Yeah, he's not
It's a
lying.
big one. So I don't even know how that will
Well,
work.
20 million, but still it's a big one.
It's a big number. Yeah. And we still got things to do.
I mean, we got Osa, from the Cowboys. We got the Young Bucks, Collins and West.
Yeah. And we got to invest time in those.
Henderson.
We got to invest time in those young bucks.
We have
they can
young
play.
bucks here.
They showed they can play. They got potential. They could be developed. Like, let's not do what Kyle does on offense and keep pushing these guys back to the back of the pile. Like, let's let them play and develop.
Well, I hear that.
Yeah.
The whole let them play and develop thing, though. I wish Kyle would do that on offense.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about it a lot of times before.
I know. But like a guy like Danny Gray, he signed with the Eagles. He's on their practice squad.
Yep.
They did have a deep wide receiver core though, so it'd be hard to crack that roster.
Yeah.
Guys like Dante Pettis is still around the league, buddy.
Yep, he's still around, hanging around.
He is. He's still around. Freaking Ronnie Bell was actually in action for the Saints last year.
Oh, really? Wow.
Didn't do a lot. I think he played a couple games, but they were decent games.
Yeah.
But it's just like, just don't waste the time with wide receivers, guys. Just don't. No wide receivers, no running backs.
Well, you see, this year they went after veterans, right? They signed 2 veterans in free agency.
Yes.
And that'll be instant starters. And like, that's what Kyle needs. Like, that should be the game plan moving forward. And I'm sure you won't be able to get guys to the pedigree that they've got this year, but like, stop wasting picks on those young guys that Kyle is not going to play. Like, it's just a waste of draft picks.
Well, and I do my mock draft show. So the whole time I'm doing that, I'm sitting here going, okay, like I'm looking at block rating on any wide receiver or running back.
Right.
Straight up. That is like the first thing I'm looking at. It's like, if you're under a certain percentage, nope, you ain't coming. You just be delegated to the back of the bus.
Yep, exactly.
But it's kind of an interesting season we got coming up there. A lot of people are like, Rams are going all in, and that's fine. They can go all in. The Super Bowl's at Levi's Inglewood.
Exactly.
So
Levi South. So
that's exactly
that's a home game for us. We want to get there, play that home game, of course.
And the Rams, like, there's a lot of talk. Like, what do you think of this, right? And this is just a report. I don't honestly believe it. But the Rams actually asked for the Australia game against the Niners because they were sick of the Niners fans taking over their stadium.
Yeah. I heard that.
I don't know. I mean, could there be truth to that? Yes, there definitely could, because it happens every game.
Well, when when the home team of an international game gets to pick their opponent, that's just a perk of, you're going away, pick your opponent. It's to make you feel good. So we know that this was a Rams home game, and they requested us, and I believe it to be true because in the interview that Kyle Shanahan did with LaFleur from Green Bay, LaFleur actually brought it up first. LaFleur said, "Hey man, the Rams got you guys in Melbourne," and Kyle followed that up was like, "Oh, I know for a fact they picked us." So like even LaFleur knew about it, and he brought it up. So it lets you know that yes, it is true. They said, "Hey, let's take the Niners over there," and it's probably because we packed their stadium, and it's like they have to go in a silent count. We've heard plenty of their players say, "Man, we have to go in a silent count for the game. I can't believe so many of your fans here, etc." So I
Well,
believe it to
then,
be 1,000% true.
I mean, I hope we pack that stadium in Melbourne. Okay,
Yeah, our fans travel. I know people have already
that would
brought
be
tickets.
just
So
awesome. It'd be like,
yeah,
nope, you're not getting away from us.
and exactly. And even if you think about all the fans we have in Europe, people forget we got fans UK, Netherlands, Germany, etc., Spain. Like we have a huge international contingent where maybe flying to Australia is not too bad for them. They can make that trip. So I got a feeling it's still going to be packed with a lot of red in the stadium.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just interesting that they're like, yeah, we're sick of them taking over our stadium. We'll go to Melbourne.
I know.
Yeah, it would just be so funny if it's a sea of red and gold. It'd be like, yep, doesn't look like anything
Yeah.
changed,
Yeah.
guys.
Like, wow. Great job. Yeah. he made us fly all the way over there for nothing. Great job.
I mean, it's like, do the Rams have a lot of fans in Australia? I don't know,
They don't
right?
got a lot of fans in LA. So,
That's exactly
so
it.
how do they have a lot of fans in Australia? So,
I mean, you see the crowds in these international games. They have different jerseys.
oh
There's
yeah,
always someone.
yeah, it's an eclectic fan base. It's just fans from all over who don't really get to go to a game. They just go out and see football. They don't care who's there. They're there for the experience, right? And
Yeah.
you get a lot of fans of the team that's playing, but it's a big mix, if you will, just because they don't experience that every Sunday. But like
No.
in a situation like this, I'm pretty sure, as we've mentioned, you'll see a lot of red in that stadium. 49ers red at that. Like not any other team.
Yeah, that's gonna be it's interesting, and we play on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So then the league opens it up on Wednesday with what, the Seahawks?
Yeah. Because the champs always play the first game. But in this situation, they should have made an exception. I mean, they're across the world, right? Like let them play on the Wednesday so that they have enough time to come back, rest, and can play, the following week. The league just does dumb stuff. It makes no sense to basically have them fly back, deal with jet lag, try to get reacclimated, and then go play. It sucks. It really
I
sucks.
mean, after they fly back, it's like they have what, 3 days to get, totally adapted back to the time zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're back at practice.
Yeah.
And that's if they fly back on Friday the next day.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole lot of what is actually going to happen here,
Yeah. Like, and remember, this is a 13-hour flight we're talking about. And even though I know these planes still have beds and other thing, you're in a plane for that long. It takes a toll. Like you're on the other side of the world. You're doing all that flying. You just played a football game at that, right? So your body's going to be a little bit sore from that. It takes a toll. So just giving them that one extra day could have helped. But as we know in 49er land, the NFL is not concerned with giving us extra time. Like they'd rather give us as short time as possible.
This is true. They're far from worried about that.
Yeah.
And one of the, so over 38,000 miles will be traveling this year. And, that trip to Australia is a big chunk of it.
Yep.
Is it now? I've read that it's going to be an NFL record.
Yeah. Yeah. No team has ever traveled that much. And once again, par for the course is short rest, the most travel. It's what we do. It's just what they do to us, I should say.
I mean, we got the game in Mexico, which I mean, that's time zone wise, that's not bad at all.
It's not too bad. The problem there is the elevation change. Really,
it's like playing in Denver.
It's actually it's like playing in Wyoming, which is higher than Denver. For people that don't know, like Denver is a mile high, Wyoming is a mile and a half. So that's what it's really like. So it's some thin air up there. Yeah.
Well, and I live up in Utah in the mountains. So I'm at roughly 4,000 feet elevation, like right now, roughly, probably a little bit over that. I'm definitely underestimating.
Yeah.
And I'm anywhere from 4 to 5, depending on where I'm at. If I go in the mountains, I could get up to about 10.
Yeah, you're up there.
On what mountain I go to. And like I've even noticed, doing physical activity here. Then I go visit my family on the Pacific Northwest. I'm almost at sea level, and I'm just never run out of wind.
Yeah,
like never. They're all looking at me like, "How are you doing this?" I'm like, "Oh, well, we can take a break,
Yeah. Like, I got tons of oxygen down here. I don't know what you people worried about. Yeah, like I'm fine.
I mean, I've actually noticed the difference, just from me living at elevation and going to ground, sea level.
Yeah,
but it's like that's tricky because it's like, what do? You go practice at elevation before you go. That's what you do.
Yeah, and that's what they did a few years ago. They had to, but once again, when we're talking about traveling and being acclimated to a climate and all that stuff, a few years ago, I believe they actually left, Santa Clara on a Tuesday to go to Denver for like 3 days and practice there and get used to the climate. And then, the elevation, and then go to Mexico City and play the game and come back. So it's like they traveled twice in the week. They went to Denver first, then Mexico City. So you see how like it still wreaks havoc on you, even though Denver is close. I get that, but it's still not the same. So the league still wreaks havoc on you no matter what you do.
Oh, it does. And honestly, I think when it comes down to it, the Broncos, they have an advantage.
Oh, big time.
Because they're up at that level all the time.
Yeah, they're used to it. Yeah.
And then you take them down to a lower level, they're going to be long-winded.
Yeah.
So, and it's like their kicker in their stadium definitely has an advantage. I mean,
you could boom it. A lot of kickers like to go up there and just boom it. They get an advantage.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like distant runners. That's what distant runners, they go train in elevation. They go to places that are mountainous, like Denver, Wyoming, Utah, etc., and go run in those high altitudes with thin air so that when they come way back down to sea level, they got plenty of oxygen. They're like, this is great. And they could just run forever. That's how they get the advantage.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I'm honestly looking forward to this next season because of all our young guys, like Upton Stout.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Marquez Siegel did not get enough playing time. He came in and for a short stint and had to cover for Jair Brown. And it's like, whoa, that was way better than earlier in the season. And he didn't do too bad early in the season.
Yeah. Nah.
But it looked good. I was like,
Yeah.
But
You
our
know,
defensive coordinator, Raheem Morris,
yep.
he's not going to be playing favorites. This guy's been here a while. I'll play him
Nah,
over that. That is not going to happen. He's going to put the player on the field that benefits the team the most.
exactly. That's what I'm excited about because Raheem's coming in with fresh eyes, no bias, right? Of course, he's going to be like, oh, Fred Warner and Nick Bosa and blah blah blah, Diamador Lenore. Like, yeah, he's seen those guys, but all those young guys, they're new to him. So he's coming in fresh, and he's going to be evaluating them all on their own merits, on what he feels is best. So you never know. Like everyone's, up at odds at, what do we do at safety? Marquise Siegel could be the guy. He's had his 1 year. He took his lumps. This offseason, he could be training, grinding, and he can go into training camp looking great. And Raheem Morris could say, you know what? I got to roll for him. I could use him. I know how to get him. And get with him and coach him up at that too. And coach him up in the way that he could be more effective.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy is athletically gifted. He's incredibly fast. It's like, if you develop that right, that could be a great player in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, he could be around for a long time. Yeah, he's got all the tools. You just got to put it together. Be coached up. Like somebody's got to grab him and coach him up. And that's all it takes.
And, we played a lot of like soft zone last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that had to do with losing, our valuable pass rushers and stuff like that. I wasn't, in the coach's head.
Yeah.
But Raheem Morris in Atlanta blitzed a lot and played man a lot.
He's aggressive. Remember, when he was with the Rams, he was aggressive in that way.
And so it's the trade rumors for Renardo Green. We haven't even touched on that yet. It was BS.
It was pure BS. It was made up by a big head and picked up by a bigger head, and it was all BS.
That's exactly it.
The same offseason BS you always get.
And this is a guy that actually does really good in man coverage when you look back at his college days. Yeah. So it's like he could greatly benefit from Raheem Morris coming in.
Yeah.
Of course, we got Upton the Chihuahua Stout, like
really aggressive in man coverage, just Diamador Lenore. Like,
man, that guy, I've been looking, scouting, draft prospects and stuff. His vertical 37.5 for his height is insane.
Yeah, he gets up.
I mean, there was a 6'4" guy that could barely hit 31 inches, and that's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, like, Upton Stout could out jump this guy.
Yeah. Like, he's got all the tools. He's got all the making. So, like, once again, get your hands on him and coach him up and just make his game even better. Be in this league for a long time.
And, we got old Dre Greenlaw back.
Yep.
I hope he's able to stay healthy. I mean,
yeah.
That's the biggest knock on Dre Greenlaw. He's a great player. But, staying healthy, that's the biggest knock on him. But we also have guys like D. Winters and Nick Marson, and we re-signed Wallow, who actually looked pretty decent in some games last year.
Yep. The linebacker room looks good.
And
Tatum Bethune's coming back.
Like some of these mock drafts, Ty, I have literally just took defensive lineman, offensive lineman, and like a tight end.
Yeah.
That's
work in the trenches.
Yeah.
like that's the most important thing. Work in the trenches. Like it's funny, it's funny to me that every year, at the end of the year, and as soon as the year ends, everyone blows a gasket and they say, we got to work on the offensive line.
Oh.
We got to take care of the trenches. We got to do this, right? They got to stop ignoring it. And then in their mock drafts, everyone's like, well, we should take a tight end. We should take a wide receiver. We need a running back, backup CMC. We need all this. Everyone forgets about the trenches. Like, why'd you lose focus? I thought that was the most important thing. So,
Yeah,
like,
this is true.
draft for the trenches. If you're saying it's the most important thing every year, keep drafting for it. Like, invest those picks. We're solid everywhere else. If you look at it, where do you need the most help? Where could you use the most help? In the trenches.
So, Captain, my family in the Pacific Northwest, in the state of Washington, it's like all the way from Woodland going up the I-5 all the way to Toledo, Tacoma, all the way, gotta go all the way to Tacoma too. I got family up there. It's kind of like northwestern Oregon. There's quite a few in there, but that's primarily where my family is, and it's a whole lot of log truck drivers, believe it or not. Like, it's part of the family business. Like, if I moved up there, I'd probably be driving a log truck.
Be trucking.
Well, it's a job someone's got to do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of tree farms up there too. It's not like we're deforesting the place,
Right. Got to get that lumber to and fro.
Oh, you live in? Oh, yeah, I do. I have family up there, buddy. If I come up that way, I'll holler for sure.
That's right. He's from up there. That's right.
But like, oh yeah. It's like my family out there. It's interesting. Like I like my Uncle Mike. He lives in Vader. I don't know if Captain knows where Vader is. It's a little town in Washington, and but like out in the middle of nowhere, like it's literally coyote country.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he's got a fenced yard and a big dog, and those coyotes won't go near that fence because that dog just like they're scared of him. But it's just fun. I actually watched that one night. I heard him bark a couple times. I'm like, huh. So I go up to the window and I look out. I hit it with a spotlight and I see like probably 8 pairs of eyes, and then here comes Rufus. And then boom, they're gone. But yeah, I like it up there. It's peaceful and stuff, and rains a lot. But the last couple times I've been up there, it's been kind of droutish. So hits 80, and they're like, "Oh, it's so hot." I'm sitting there going, like, you should try 100 down in Utah. It's a desert though.
They don't know how good they got it
during the day, but then it's like back in the high 40s, low 50s at night.
Yeah.
It's like, it just depends, right? But you got anything else to talk about?
Nah, man, just excited though. I think the off season so far has been great. I love the moves that they made. They were smart. They were strategic. They didn't break the bank on anything. And they still have draft picks to work with in the draft. Like, I think they've been very good this offseason. And I'm happy where the team is going. And, you combine that with you combine with the moves that they made. And you got to think about how Fred Warner's coming back, and Nick Bosa's coming back, and George Kittle will be back, and Michael Williams will be back at some point. Like, all this high-powered ammunition is coming back to the team. We're going to make a very big run next season. It's exciting.
And I'm honestly excited for the season because it's like the whole Raheem Morris, fresh DC coming in, he's going to change things up. He's going to make the most of the personnel we have.
Yeah.
We got Mike Evans, and that guy's like, his catch radius is probably bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's insane, so it's just one of those things. Like, just having Mike Evans will open up things for other guys, you know?
Exactly.
And then we turn into, here comes George Kittle back. You got CMC back there. Who you guys going to cover?
Yeah.
Right. You only have so many guys.
Well, yeah, I'm
right?
saying, yeah, it's like once again a pick your poison offense. Like who you going to cover?
This is
Not to
actually
mention
funny.
Christian Kirk could be out there. Ricky Pearsall will be out there. That's a lot of ammunition.
It's true. Hit 70 today.
And people are freaking out. It's sweltering out there.
Oh boy. I was actually out mowing my lawn. It was like 63 or something like that. I was in, a shirt like this, but with the more cut off and shorts. It's like winter gets cold around here, and you get, your body gets adjusted to the cold.
Exactly,
so when it warms up to that and you're working, it's like it seems hot, you know. But I think it's almost time to get out of here. Ty, what do you think?
Yeah, I think
I was
so.
expecting Bryant to show up, but he didn't show up tonight. Dang it.
Another time. BC, get in here.
Most definitely another time. Yeah. But he also needs time with his family too. So
that's true. Very true.
Family always comes first.
Exactly.
So when we see Bryant, we see Bryant. Yep. Hey, don't forget to tune in, folks. East Coast Red and Gold on Wednesday.
That's right.
That's where my guy, and I know it looks like I'm pointing the opposite right now, but if you look at YouTube, I'm actually pointing the right way.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
I know. It freaks me out every time.
But yeah, tune in to East Coast Red and Gold, Ty, Jess, Maddie, and Dina.
Yep.
Do you guys got a guest coming on?
We got Coach Yak coming on this Wednesday. I believe he's coming on. So if you're on the Twitters and you follow Coach Yak, he's always pumping out information about the team and what people say about the team. We're going to have him on. He's from Jersey, so he fits the whole East Coast theme. So come on over. Check us out.
Yeah. And, Corey Davis 49er Wednesday, where we're just chopping it up right now. We're having some fun. I'm telling some jokes that could possibly get me in trouble with YouTube.
Maybe that's why the channel is doing so well. Those improper jokes.
You got to push the boundaries.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Right?
Right, exactly. You got to push.
And then, Saturday, we got the mock draft series, folks. So, it's looking like, I don't want to give it up too much, but it's looking like Bouchard this week.
All right.
So, I will have guests on to BGM. Ty, if you're available on a Saturday night, I do it all the way up until the draft.
Okay.
So if you're available on Saturday, you only have to stay for one draft. That's the thing. You do not have to stay for the whole show. Just one draft, you're out, and then, we do our thing for a little while and mess around. Last time I actually traded Brendan Ayuk and Trent Williams. Don't get mad. Because I picked like a whole new left side with those first couple picks.
All right.
So,
interesting.
And I like it. If you get rid of a guy like that, you better get two good players over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
you invested in the O-line, so I like it. That's what I'm talking about. Taking care of the trenches. Yeah.
Trenches. That's what wins football games. Right? Yep. So, folks, don't forget, tune in. East Coast Red and Gold, Corey Davis, 49er Wednesday, and my mock draft show on Saturday night. And everybody, have a great night. And as Corey Davis says, go 49ers in that fall 31.